Hey gang, it's Lisa Adams again, and today what I wanted to talk to you about is time management during the job search, okay? And the biggest myth that I have heard over and over again is that job search is full time. If I want to actually go get a great job, I've got to be basically working my network and doing the job search full time. So I've even heard people ask me, should I quit my job now because I know I hate it and then work on my job search full time? No, do not do that. It is a big fat myth. Job search is not full time. And for those of my clients that have been putting full time hours in, they quickly get burnt out. Okay. And the reason why they get burnt out is job search is not meant to be full time. Job search can be done while you're working full time. And actually, it's preferable if you already have a position, whether it's part time, contract, or full time, while you're looking. It's a little easier to land, believe it or not, in our employment culture and in our hiring world right now to be able to land a position when you have a position. And for those of you that are in between positions, that is fine. Look at some of my videos regarding, explaining your work history in a layoff or switches in things. But overall, what you want to be able to do here in your job search is not do it full time. You get completely burnt out. But you do want to have structure for your time. So you want to be able to look at your schedule and say, when is it that I can squeeze in, 30 minutes? When is it that I can sit on my laptop or make some phone calls or hide in a quiet part of the house or go to a coffee shop or go somewhere to be able to work on my job search? So you want to be able to look through your schedule and say, in a number of different ways, when do I have the time? Also, when do I have a good energy level? So maybe you are in between jobs right now, or you're working part-time and you have some time at home during the day to be able to work on your job search. When is it that you have a good energy level in order to do that? And when is it that you have good energy level for phone calls? And when is it that you have better energy for maybe reading or doing research on a company? Okay. I have found that generally I do a lot better with phone calls, even doing these kinds of videos first thing in the morning. I'm just much better at it. If I do it too late in the afternoon or in the evening, I am dragging and my eyes are half shut and I'm starting to ramble. So again, job search is not full time and you will get burnt out. Okay. And in that process, I want you to go through and decide what is it that and when can I put time towards my job search, and then slide those into your schedule. Actually pen them in. Okay. At 9 o'clock in the morning, I'm going to work on this, and I'm working full time. So the first time that I can get any time to really get on the computer and do some work on my job search might be 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock at night. Maybe after the kids are in bed or whatever's going on in your personal life, you've got some time. And so do take that time and put it into your calendar and say, you know what I'm going to do on that day? I'm going to read up on some articles, or I'm going to email my coach, or I'm going to have a phone call with my coach, or I'm going to decide what I want to work on and plan it out throughout the week and weeks. And at the end of every week, at the end of a Friday or maybe Saturday morning or Sunday, plan out the coming week, not only for your work, maybe your full-time job, but also your job search. What is it that you're looking to accomplish that week? And even if you have a full-time job and your life is insanely busy, just pick one thing you want to work on that week, whether it's networking, maybe it's making some changes to your LinkedIn profile. Maybe it's just getting your mind filled with some more information about the job search. Okay. Now, the last point I want to bring up about this time management piece around your job search is to make sure that you are getting some energizers into your life. Job search is a big fat drainer and it will suck the life out of you. You'll become very overwhelmed. And if you spend 8 hours a day just hopping online trying to read articles and learn about companies, by 4 o'clock in the afternoon, you're going to be completely fried. And that's a huge energy drainer. So I want you to temper it. If for those of you that are doing job search during the day in between positions right now, temper it to a couple hours in the morning, or begin to get into a nice rhythm where you're just doing it a little bit every day. Whether that's an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, whatever works for you based on your energy level. Then the rest of the time, I want you to be working on those things that energize you. And what I mean by that is, what is it that gets you going again? That gives you energy? Is it listening to music? Is it getting outside? Is it exercising? Is it seeing friends? Is it making a phone call? Is it something as simple as For women, knitting and embroidering and doing a craft or reading, for guys, is it, getting to watch some TVs, watching a sports game or something like that. Or for my husband, it's for watching a movie. When he's really fried, he'll just sit down and watch a movie for an hour or two and it gets him back going again. So there's times where you just need to totally disconnect from work and from job search, and even sometimes from family. We need to check out and we need to make sure we get ourselves energized again. So I want you to make some lists. What drains you? What energizes you? And how are you spending your time doing job search right now that might have overwhelmed you? And how do you want to do it differently in the future? Okay? If you have any questions, let me know. Have a great one, guys.